Now back to the Australian version of the Octonauts.
Further down the river,
the current suddenly turned into rapids and waves crashed wildly against the tall banks.
Donkey and the Octonauts were jostled left to right. We can't take any more of this, Captain Barnacle shouted as he struggled to steer. I'm losing control of the G. Ahead, the river seemed to disappear into the sky. It was a waterfall.
Yo, we're going to crash, Quasi cried as the gut fell over the edge towards the sharp rocks below.
But at the last moment, strong jaws clamped on the ship.
Donkey twisted around with all his might and pushed the Octonauts away from the rocks and through the rushing water. The crew found themselves floating in the calm of a tunnel behind the waterfall. Donkey had saved them. Yay! They all shouted.
Further ahead, the tunnel opened onto a vast underground ocean, lit by dazzling crystals. The crew gasped in awe. Gigantic fish swam slowly before them, and large plants covered the seabed. Was this the ocean of giants?
Cautiously, the Octonauts left their ship to explore. These fish look familiar, Shellington said excitedly. They remind me of the fossils I've been studying. Super, a coelacanth. Hello, I'm a Henodus terrific, a Theraspis, an amazing Anomalocaris. Oh my, a Megalodon. While the crew were busy spotting creatures, Donkey had a surprise of his own. Giant fish that looked just like him. Primeval tholastic species? Primordial marine flora? Of course! Donkey isn't a goldfish. He's a living fossil. A kind no one has ever seen before. He could be related to this ancient fish. Professor Inkling pulled out his book to explain. Living fossils are plants and animals that haven't changed for millions of years, sometimes since the time of dinosaurs. There are so many prehistoric creatures down here. Where are we? Dashi studied her octomap. According to the locator, we're right where we began, she gasped. This ocean is under Donkey's pond in the park, just far, far, far below. Donkey's egg must have drifted through a crack in the rock and up to the pond above, Shellington suggested. Later, as new friends, big and small, swam up to greet them, Donkey wiped his fins and tossed his tail happily. There's plenty of room for me here, he said.
The Octonauts stayed on for a giant party.
Everyone enjoyed humongous kelp cakes and drank gigantic cups of kelp juice. When it was time to head back to the octopod, Captain Barnacles asked Donkey, "Will you be alright here? There are a lot of really big fish around." "Don't worry about me," Donkey answered cheerfully. "I'm still growing."